This weighs more than my entire cook system. And yet, I still bring it. Because the uncomfortable truth that a lot of people don't talk about in ultralight backpacking is that some weight is worth it. If you've ever stood in your gear room debating on whether or not a book was worth the weight to carry, or if you've ever stayed up really late because the story was just that good, or if you've tried one of those ultralight book hacks that just seems unhinged, this video is for you. Because today I want to talk about books, weight, sleep, and why the best reading system might not be what you think. Let's be honest, carrying a book is not ultralight. A hardback? Absolutely not. A thick paperback? I mean, that can still be heavy. A 400-page fantasy novel? I mean, that's like carrying an extra liter of water. And when you're cutting weight everywhere else, shorter toothbrush, lighter stove, fewer clothes, it feels almost irresponsible to bring a book. But when you get out on trail, the nights are quiet. And sometimes after a long day out on trail, your brain doesn't want silence. So you downsize. You leave the hardback at home and you bring a small paperback. That's a little better, but you're still carrying something bulky, awkward, and fragile. And once you finish it, for the rest of the trail, it's just dead weight. Yes, people actually do this. Read a chapter, tear it out, and throw it away at the next garbage bin. Technically, I'd say that's ultralight, but emotionally, that's unstable. Also, you're now planning your reading schedule around garbage availability. Okay, so now we're getting more modern. One device, hundreds of books, problem solved, right? Except now you've added a battery, another thing to charge, another fragile item, and another mental tab open in your head. And let's be honest, screens don't always help you wind down at the end of the day. Here's the bigger issue. A really good book doesn't stop when you want it to. You tell yourself, I'm just gonna read one chapter. And suddenly it's midnight, and those miles tomorrow going up that hill are gonna feel pretty extreme. So the real problem isn't necessarily weight, it's commitment. This is where ultralight gets misunderstood. Ultralight isn't about always carrying less. It's about building systems that support the experience that you want. And for me, reading on trail isn't about escaping the hike. It's about taking the time to settle my mind after a long day of hiking. So instead of asking, how do I carry a book? I ask a different question. What if the book fits the trail? Not 20 chapters, not a multi-week commitment, not something that keeps you awake when you should be sleeping and recovering. What if it was a story that you could finish in one afternoon or across 2 quiet evenings in camp? That's why I decided to write a short story specifically for trail time. And I'm gonna give it to you guys for free. There's no extra weight because at least most of you are carrying a cell phone already. There's no extra battery anxiety, and there's no guilt if you finish it before the trip ends. I wrote this for people who walk the trails, sit by campfires, and like stories that leave some silence at the end. If that sounds like something you'll like, I'll link it below. Take it, read it, or don't. But I wanted to write something that respects the same philosophy that we put to our gear. Now I'm curious, do you bring a book backpacking? Do you go Kindle, audiobooks? Or are you just that person that's raw dogging silence after dark? And if you do bring a book, what's the one book that you couldn't put down? Drop it down in the comments, because I'm always looking for trail recommendations. This probably won't be the last story that I write. If people enjoy this, I'll keep making more. Short, intentional, and trail friendly. Because sometimes the lightest thing that you carry is a story that fits exactly where you are.